What is going on, Wastelanders? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, here with another Fallout 4 video. Now, before we get into today's video topic, I just would like to ask if you like the new intro and outro of this video. You'll see the outro obviously at the end of the video, but I would like to get your opinions on it. Do you prefer it over the old one? I do think it looks a little bit better, and it's still incorporating the theme of Fallout with the sound, so please let me know. Also as well, do you like the music in the background? I know people have been asking me for a while to experiment with the music, and I'm going to start to try and do that, so hopefully you guys like the different mixes I bring in. So anyways, this video is going to be about how in Fallout 4 there will be destructible environments. Now, the article that I'm talking off of, as always, is linked in the description below, but I'm going to be highlighting the main points. So in response to a question, the helicopter crashed and broke into pieces during the gameplay demo. Is destructibility a part of the game? Pete Hines responds with, the vertibird. Yes, and you heard Todd talking about even Mr. Handy. The whole reason for building the inside of Mr. Handy is you can blow off panels off his head and see inside of it. He takes damage and has stuff messed up. Little stuff like Mr. Handy and big stuff like vertibirds. And this was something that I don't know why it never crossed my attention that Fallout 4 is going to be having destructible environments. Pete gives two examples there with Mr. Handy and the vertibird, but there is also an example in the Fallout 4 E3 gameplay demo where the protagonist is actually shooting at some enemies inside a building and throws a grenade, and when that grenade explodes you can see some of the panels fly off the wall. And even that was a small indicator that Fallout 4 is going to be having destructibility and destructible environments. Not just environments, but again, in terms of Mr. Handy and vertibirds, and seemingly, based on those examples, many other things. And I think that is awesome in the sense that it further adds another layer to the realism aspect of Fallout 4. I keep harping about this realism factor, and I don't mean it to say that Fallout should be a realistic game, but it's just one of those things where if I shoot a wall, or if I shoot some sort of electronic or something like that, if I throw a grenade and it explodes near a wall or near some sort of vehicle or whatever, you expect to see some sort of damage on the environment. You expect to see some sort of damage on whatever you are shooting at or exploding or whatever it is. It's just another fine touch which further adds to the immersion and the realism and just the awesomeness of the game. The fact that when we throw a grenade and we can see walls blow off, similar to how in Battlefield, now I'm not sure if it's as in-depth as the destructibility in Battlefield, but even with Battlefield, when you're playing a game and you're playing a match, the whole environment and the whole map just gets destroyed by the end of the game, and it completely changes the landscape. Now, I'm not too sure how this is going to work in Fallout 4 because it's not just a single map, and so it's not like you can destroy everything and then at the end of the match, you know, everything regenerates. Obviously, Fallout 4 isn't like that. It's a continuous game, an open world game that doesn't have 10-minute matches or whatever it is. So I wonder how this is actually going to be working. With the Mr. Handy example, I could see Mr. Handy being damaged until you repair him. Something like the vertibird, I see a similar repair mechanism happening. You know, if you want to use your vertibird and it gets damaged, you're going to have to repair it. But things like random walls or random vehicles or whatever it is that can get damaged by bullets and grenades and other explosives, I wonder whether those things are going to be regenerating, or is that damage permanent? Because I think that adds a unique aspect of Fallout 4. I don't think it's going to be permanent. I just think that would be way too much to expect from this game, given how big it is already. But I would love to get your thoughts on this, Wastelanders. Please leave them in the comments below. As always, please follow me on Twitch and Twitter. The links to those pages are in the description below. And until next time, this has been the Lone Vault Wanderer. Please take care of yourself, and as always, keep fighting the good fight.